Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited you found me. My name's Annette Garsteck. I'm a career coach, and my passion is helping ambitious women land their dream job and advance their careers in corporate America. LinkedIn is where the professionals are. There's over 700 million users across the world, and 176 million of those users are in the US alone. 4 out of 5 LinkedIn users make decisions for their organizations, and that includes hiring decisions. 95% of recruiters use LinkedIn as their primary sourcing tool, and 3 people are hired every minute from LinkedIn. As a career coach, I believe it's one of the best platforms you can be on when searching for your next opportunity. Tell me, are you on LinkedIn? Comment below how many years you've been on the platform. You can use LinkedIn for a variety of purposes, including finding a new job, networking, updating your contacts on their latest work anniversary or a promotion. You can even find the latest industry news. If you're doing any of those things or all of those things on LinkedIn, I recommend that you put your best face forward. Today, I'm going to show you 5 ways to refresh your LinkedIn profile. First, upload a new profile picture. I have so many things to tell you about a profile picture. LinkedIn profiles with a picture get 14 times as many views and 9 times as many connections as a profile without a picture. So your picture really does make a difference. Here are some profile picture don'ts.
No group photos, no family photos, no pet photos or furry friends. This is my furry friend, Claire. Okay, so this one's funny, but you don't want to use the photo with a group of your friends because you look really great in it. And then when you crop out your friend or friends, you leave their hand on your shoulder. Don't do that. Don't use a full length body shot. And don't use a landscape, although this one's very beautiful. Worse, don't leave your picture field blank.
Here are some important do's for your profile picture. Make sure it's a photo of you only. It should be consistent with the real life you. You don't want to look like a completely different person in real life than you do with your profile photo. I think that goes on any of your social media profiles. You want it to be headshot style, so chest and up, smile. Make sure that the light is in front of your face for the most flattering picture. You don't want the light to be behind you. It casts weird shadows, and ultimately, because we can't see you, somebody might think you're hiding something. It doesn't create a lot of trust if you put a picture up like that. Your face should be 50 to 60% of the profile photo. I recommend a neutral background. And to take a headshot photo instead of a selfie photo, what I recommend you do is you post your phone up on a tripod or some kind of phone holder. You want to position your phone a little bit further away than you would for a selfie. You want the lens to be right about eyebrow level, and you want to look up into the camera a little bit to get the most flattering angle. And then you want to go ahead and take the photo. Go ahead and take many different options. It doesn't have to be the first photo that you take is the one that you use. And if it's even an option, you could have somebody else take a nice headshot for you from their phone. Next, I want to talk about your background photo or your background image, or sometimes it's called a LinkedIn banner. The correct size for your profile banner is 1,584 by 396 pixels.
Don't leave the swirly default background that LinkedIn gives you. You definitely want to change it. You could select a solid background color that complements your headshot. Here's Ariana Huffington's. I love hers. And although there's a logo in the upper right-hand corner of her background image, it still looks great. This is a great time to use a landscape image. Isn't that beautiful? I really like it. It brings nice attention and it offsets the profile picture. You can highlight your brick and mortar location or office space. So this is Sarah Blakely's office. It shows a little bit of their mission statement and it's pretty cool. You can also highlight what you do, or it can highlight you in your natural work environment. So here's Brene Brown with her books highlighted in her background banner. And then here's Barbara Corcoran with her, I would say this is her natural work environment since she's on the Shark Tank and these are the rest of the sharks that she appears with. And then you can also post a quote or your tagline. That's what I have in my banner, is just a tagline that I use for my business.
I have a pro tip. Use Canva. Canva offers a bunch of templates and you really can't go wrong. And Canva is also free software. Let's take a look at how easy it is to create a beautiful profile banner on Canva.
All right, I wanted to show you real quick how to use Canva to create a very nice background image, background banner for your LinkedIn profile. So once you log into Canva, you can just search the templates, and I just search right by LinkedIn, and then you can see that they actually have a banners one for you. If you pull it up, you can see all of these magnificent templates that already exist. So depending on what you want to use, I'm sure you can find one. Here's a nice neutral one. That's cute, right? So you just have to say use this template once you've selected it. And then you could go ahead and add an image here on the computer laptop screen, or you could put a quote across here. Once you selected your image, you could add text easily by using this left-hand bar here, and you can select text, choose the text that you want to add, and then I'm just going to cut and paste my tagline there. I can move it around wherever it will work. That doesn't look bad. You can change the color then. You can use brand colors that you have set up, or you can choose any color from the color wheel. It's really a pretty easy software to use. And all I would do then is, before uploading this image, for sure, I'd check it and see how it looks on a desktop. And I'd also check it and see how it looks like, what it looks like on a mobile device, so that you're using it well.
Let's talk about the skills section of your LinkedIn profile. Recruiting managers and hiring managers are looking at this skills section. There seems to be no limit on how many skills you can add to this section, but choose carefully because only 3 can be listed at the top and viewed by everybody before they have to click the See More button. Editing the skills section of your profile is pretty easy. Let's look at it together.
Access your profile. In the upper left-hand corner of your screen, hit your picture and then view profile, and scroll down to the skills section. Hit the pen on the right-hand side and then hit the edit button. You'll see these little stacks on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can use those to move things up and down. And then you can see these little pins, and you can unpin your top 3, or you can change them. If you want to save it, choose the save button in the upper right hand corner. If you're not ready to save it, hit cancel. If a skill is missing from your profile, then in the same area under skills and endorsements, hit the pencil and then hit the plus sign, and you can go ahead and search and add skills. Once you've added your skill, then like you did before, you can edit and pin or reorder them as need be.
My 4th tip is be active. The more active you are in the platform, the more likely you are to be seen on the platform. Instead of just scrolling and reading articles on the platform, make a comment, react to somebody else's post or article, congratulate a colleague on a recent success, say happy birthday in the messenger portion of the platform to one of your contacts, recognize a work anniversary, ask a question about the article you just read. Spending 10 minutes 3 times a week will help you get noticed just by doing these simple steps we just talked about. Once a week, I recommend that you post something original, something that you create. And I am talking about things like perhaps sharing the idea that you saw in a recent industry article or update, but not just sharing the article, talking about your perspective on things. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, maybe you have a different perspective on the article. Go ahead and voice that and then post a link to the article in the comment section of your post. Maybe you can reflect on something that you recently learned. Maybe you could write a letter to your future self. You can make a post about how far you've come. If you're following trending topics on LinkedIn, you could make a post for something that's happening recently that's kind of blown up on the platform. And my last recommendation for your original post on LinkedIn once a week is to use hashtags. And this way you'll be discovered a little easier. Connect. LinkedIn is made for connecting. It's made for building your network. It's made for building a community. You'll be able to use LinkedIn to find like-minded individuals. You should be able to find work. You should be able to find business prospects. It's a wonderful platform, but you have to connect to others. I have a long list of people to share that you could be connecting to. Previous coworkers, current coworkers, friends, family, industry leaders, mentors, previous or current classmates, people you already do business with, vendor contacts, clients or customers, someone you met at a networking event, or maybe somebody that you met at an industry event, others in a LinkedIn group, someone you met at a conference or a speaker at an event that you watched. Recruiters are great contacts. Someone you want to meet with, someone you want to work with, someone you want to do business with, sort of that aspirational LinkedIn connection. If you want to connect with an individual that you don't know or you don't know well, you could also ask a common connection to introduce you. If you're sending a cold connection request, you can always personalize your note to warm that connection up and let them know why you want to connect with them.
If you're sending a cold connection request, you can add a personalized note to this request to warm it up. So once you find the connection you'd like to get connected to, from their profile page, select the More button, and then you can hit Personalize Invite. You'll get the connect page. From here, you can type a personalized connection message. You only have 300 characters, so be judicious with the words you use and make sure that it's personal. Just don't say, I would really like to connect to you on LinkedIn. Boring.
Let's talk about some additional things that you need to know. All of this work that you've done on your LinkedIn profile will do nothing if your profile is completely locked down. So let's go ahead and check the settings and make sure that people can find you.
Let's make sure you have your privacy settings correct so you're discoverable, but not bombarding your network with updates. So from your profile picture, hit Settings. From your settings, select Visibility. Then you have multiple different sections here, but I'm going to focus on profile viewing options here. Just make sure that you have it set so that people can see your name and your headline. You don't want to be incognito when you're searching because it will be hard for people to find you as well. Also under visibility settings is share profile updates with your network. This one is important to check so that you adding all this activity onto your profile or updating it doesn't end up in the news feed of all of your connections, especially the people you currently work with if you're launching a covert or a very, very discreet job search. So in this section, you'll want to choose off for notify network with updates.
Are you still anxious about updating your profile? Change is not easy, but I always remind myself that if I'm comfortable, I'm not growing. And so I'd like to invite you to get uncomfortable so that you can grow into whatever you're meant to do next. I want to challenge you to find inspiration to get growing. So I want you to look out on LinkedIn and find 5 profiles of people you admire and notice what are they doing on their profile, that makes them so attractive to you. Is there something they're doing on their profile that's repelling you and you're like, ugh, I don't want to do that on my profile. It doesn't matter if you like it or you don't like it. Find it and be inspired by what you find. Share in the comments someone that you find inspirational content with on LinkedIn. Check the comments now for my list of 5 inspirational LinkedIn connections. I hope that you found a ton of value from this video. If you found the video helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to be notified when I update new content every week. Thanks and have a great day.